This is building a ported enclosure for a DD500. This is a 12-inch, so it's a 300 watt RMS sub rated, but these are majorly underrated. I'm going to be putting 400 watts into her, okay, and but I'll be turning the gain, down a bit, so we won't rate the sub. We'll just punish it. Anyway, so there's the sub. We've got 4 gauge power wire, okay, just for one sub. It's pretty decent power wire for it. I probably could have went with 8, but seeing as it has 8 just for the for the sub itself, I thought I'd go one up. So we got 4. Obviously I didn't buy any of this. This is obviously my mate that's bought it all. I'm doing it for him. Got him a fuse. Got a 100 amp fuse in there. The amp is on the way. It's a 400 watt, so 2-channel, 200 watt RMS per channel, bridged 400 watt RMS at 4 ohms. I got these 2 little terminals, and yeah, so that's everything he needs. I got an RCA on the way, and I've got remote wire downstairs, and yep, all up it's going to cost him $230, and then add on top of that, he's got to buy himself a new battery. This box that I'm building is going to be about 61 litres, so it's going to be about 2 cubes. It's definitely not too small for it. So the amp is not going to be mounted on the top as I initially thought. I'm going to put it on the side. The amp's 40mm, I think, so big, and there it goes. Anyway, and then the port will be just on the end. So I'm using that jigsaw with the laser on it. Look how close I can get my wood ready. So this is freehanding, I guess, with the laser, but there's like no measurements, if you know what I mean. Here's the difference. I get 3 pretty much identical, and about 1.5 millimeters on this one, bigger. And so I mean, really, that's pretty good, isn't it? 1 millimeter. So I got to sand that one down about 1.5 millimeters. This one about 0.5 millimeter. These 2 I'll leave the same. All the wood is sanded. The way I'm going to screw it together is the top and bottom are just going to come on, up into the sides. I'm going to I think I'll go with 3 screws on the top that way. At each end we'll just go 2, 2, 2, 2. If you want a more professional look, just get one of these, countersink all your holes, put that right in the center. Look at that. Okay, so there we go, there's the main frame. There's the bracing I'm doing, just a little bit of wood on the joins there. I'm going to do 2 on the top. That's these 2. I'm just holding that one on. Well, there's the finished box. It's pretty tall. Or long, whatever. So now we're just going to grab the sub. Okay, I'm going to put it onto where it's going. So that's where it's going to be mounted. So I'll center it all up. I'll draw around this part of it, and I'll measure in, and then I'll measure all around. Cut the mother out. Yep, there's our hole. We'll sub. Let's see if it fits. Nice. Okay, well, that's what you're going to see when you look into the boot of his Liberty. Okay, now just got to port it. Anyway, there's the main idea. Port, sub, box. Been working all night. Probably about 3 hours so far, and so it's built. I've started sanding. I'm getting it pretty close. I've just done a rough sand. Some bits still need a fair bit to go, like there. It's really only about 1 millimeter, but look, it's a fair bit when you're just sanding it. So anyway, I'm going to stop for now. Upload this video. This is part 1. Part 2 tomorrow will just be finishing sanding, putting up the screw holes, and sanding those back, then painting, and the last video, part 3, will be the finished product, and then also install, but that'll include installing an amp, And I'll probably do another video on how to wire it too in a Liberty, because obviously if you've got a Liberty you might want to know how to do it. So probably about 3 or 4 to go, 3 or 4 videos. Anyway, so there's how the port looks inside. It's at about 2.5, 3 inches behind it. And there's the box. So I just went and listened to it in my room, and let's just say, yeah, 112. Ooh.